Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie and this is Recover Me, where we join with Spirit, your angels and your guides to give you information as to what you're going through at the moment and how to resolve and heal. So we're going to read today's message from Keep It Simple. The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn, was David Russell. Making big decisions is like crossing bridges. Sometimes these decisions change our lives. We find that turning back will be very hard. This is why we have to be very careful when we decide to burn bridges. When we decide to make changes, we act carefully. We don't want to make decisions out of anger or envy. Instead, we can think about what we want and how our program can help us make wise decisions. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me cross those bridges that are on my path. Action for the day. I'll ask myself, what do I really want in life? What decisions do I need to make to get there? Okay guys, so welcome in. As I say, this is for your recovery, to help and support you on your journeys. So we're going to begin with the Light Seers Tarot today. And we'll call in Spirit and see what they have to tell us. So I hope everybody's doing well. Let's call on your spirit team in mind and the angels and ancestors into this space with us. Please protect us from any unwanted forces at this time. And all my readings are timeless, of course, so whenever you see this, there's something here for you. Definitely there'll be a message for you in this reading. And if you're new here, do consider liking and subscribing and sharing to promote this channel and spread the word. We're just over 2 weeks here now in this space together, and it was Spirit that guided me towards beginning this channel to bring more support to those in recovery or thinking about going into recovery. So yeah, like I say, anybody you know that would benefit from these readings, please do pass on the information. So let's tap in. What do we need to know? What do we need to see here for our highest good and the highest good of all? Please, Spirit, give us messages of clarity. 5 of Cups. This is a card of regret, emotional failures in the past that made you feel disappointed. Cups energy talks about your emotions, of course. And with that we have the 2 of Cups. This is like a contrast, night and day. 2 of Cups talks about emotional connection and being together, feeling that you're with your soul tribe. What you need to focus on is the Empress. It's a card of Taurus. She's birthing something new there in that image, which is gorgeous. 7 of Pentacles in the recent past, you guys. So this is just starting to begin to see something that you planted in the real world. Maybe you started to build a business or a home or just something in the material world in the recent past, and you were about to give up, but then it started to fruit for you, or the first fruits of your labour started to come through. So that's gorgeous. Your supporting energy is the Moon, which is Pisces energy. This is Pisces Major Arcana card, and this talks about things that are hidden. You can see this woman is underneath the surface of the water, so it's speaking here about being overwhelmed emotionally, which does support the narrative here of between a rock and a hard place is coming through with that, from disappointment to having hope, you know, for connection. Being disappointed in previous experiences, maybe what was the thing, regarding your emotional connections. And you're also looking at the same time, you're looking at trying to connect with others, again with that 2 of Cups. So, you know, sharing your cup of love with another. And maybe a few people, can be a group, of course. And of course it can be a love connection, maybe, for some of you. In the near future we've the Knight of Cups. Now this guy looks exactly like this fella over here, so there could have been somebody, Cups energy here is water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is coming near you or coming towards you in the near future, and male or female is just the energy of the card. I do see that somebody will be reaching out or making, moves towards you to connect. So it doesn't necessarily have to be love, but it very much could be. And some of you, this will just be a platonic relationship, but I think it's somebody that you're going to, have a lot in common with, and that they are very loving and very supportive. So this is gorgeous. What have we got, please, Spirit, in the guidance position here for this collective? Let's see, what have we got for guidance, please, Spirit? Guidance. A lot wants to come forward, but they're not doing. Seven of Cups. So this could be weighing up your choices. It can be a card of overwhelm. It can be, you have too many choices, you don't know which one to pick. It's a card of confusion usually, and the Seven of Cups. Two of Pentacles talks about balancing and competing resources, that says take competing energies in your life, maybe work-life balance, something like that. What have we got in your hopes or fears, please, Spirit? What have we got in the hopes or fears? This is justice. You're waiting for justice, for balance to come in for sure. And that's kind of reaffirming the Two of Pentacles energy there. Your potential outcome is the Queen of Wands, which talks about having, again, it's male or female. It could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you can see this woman is fired up. She's really a go-getter. She's got courage and drive and ambition and passion. She wants to follow something. So this could be your energy or somebody else in your realm. You might have those fire placements in your birth chart. And at the back of the deck there's a card of indecision. This Two of Swords talks about not knowing what to choose, feeling you're in the dark. So we'll go around the houses again here now, and we'll get clarification from these cards and try and get more out of them. So what do we have, please, Spirit? Five of Cups with the Two of Cups today. Oh wow, Eight of Wands, this is a great card. Five of Wands is a card of conflict, so bear that in mind. Competing energies. So let's see. Five of Cups, Two of Cups, as I said, being in two minds about something, focusing on regret or focusing on potential for growth in emotional connections. And being clarified by the Eight of Wands, this is something fast coming in. Fast communication, conversations, I think, will be coming about. They're very rainbow kind of colours distributed in both of these cards. So I think, in regards to being open to communication is a big thing here. And it also might be that you are overcoming some obstacles and challenges here with this Five of Wands at the moment. You could be preoccupied, but I think that you need to pay attention when the messages are coming towards you or someone's coming towards you wanting to communicate, and to be open to it really is what Spirit is saying. So then we have the Empress. This is a very loving, nurturing energy. Can be a motherly figure there in that image. It's clarified by the Ten of Wands, and there's the Devil card at the back of the deck. This is a card of Capricorn. This is a card of Taurus. Both of those signs might mean something, or one of them. And the Devil energy there is about manipulation. It's about temptation. People who are manipulative. You being manipulative even, maybe. I know I've suffered a lot of that through my life, and I'm still fighting it. It was only brought to my attention, I suppose, since I got sober. And I'm in a program of recovery with the AA since last October, and it's kind of brought a lot of things to the surface regarding me manipulating others, trying to get them to do dance to my tune, which I didn't know I had that pattern. But this is about bad behaviour, bad patterns, bad habits, of course, your own addictions and temptation, of course, then for being led down the wrong road by the wrong people, the wrong behaviours, your own maybe overeating, overindulging, and not, paying attention to yourself as well comes through there. So with this Empress, this is what you need to focus on in this position in your spread. So it's saying to embody this motherly, nurturing kind of energy here. It may or may not be a motherly figure, and if it is, there's something about paying attention to a parent. It doesn't have to be your mum, but a parent maybe tending to the grandparents, something like that, or the parents at this time, to lean on them, that they've been through this Ten of Wands thing. Like Ten of Wands talks about being overburdened. Like this woman here is after coming down the hill. She's decided not to go up the hill with all her troubles, and she's not going to continue on to carry this load, in other words, because when you're at number 10, it's the end of the troubles and strife, and it does talk about being overburdened. So like being in this Emperor's energy and giving yourself that love, that you've done enough, you've been long enough carrying this load. A lot of these burdens didn't even belong to you, and to give yourself a lot of grace as well as coming through there from spirit. So that's gorgeous. Focus on self-love and giving yourself some grace and forgiveness as well for, maybe believing you had all this responsibility to others. I know I had that in my own life, where I thought I couldn't make a decision without putting it past my mother or something like that. Like I had this feeling that she was the controller or the manipulator in this case, I suppose, in my life. And maybe you have something similar with a parent or with somebody in your life where you always felt like you couldn't take another step without their approval, and if you did, you felt like you nearly have to confess somehow. And that power control dynamic there's nothing healthy about it, and I'm still working through that stuff now, I must say. So obviously somebody needed to hear that message today, and I hope it made sense to some of you guys. So comment below if anything resonates, of course. These are general readings. Not every message is going to resonate with each and every one of you. That Devil card won't let go here. Look at him. Queen of Swords at the back of the deck. She's very, blunt, cold energy from the swords. She can speak, her truth and all the rest of it, and be very forthcoming with speaking her truth and standing up for herself. But sometimes it can come across cold, and it might have been that you had to be blunt or cold and icy in your communication with someone. And when the Devil is the card here that was pulled while she's under the deck, I'm thinking that this is might have been a Capricorn in your life that you had to stand up to in the recent past, and like they were stunting your growth. This addiction anyway, for sure, being in here in the recent past position or in the past position, is saying that you were trying to grow things and nothing would grow as long as this Devil energy was here. But I think that you've stood up for yourself, whether speaking out or not, but you've come with this cold energy when faced with these temptations and addictions, and you should be really proud of that, because look what's happening now. Stuff is starting to bloom, and this is really a beautiful energy now. It's something that you can be so proud of. You can see what pride is in his face there, that you can build this, be it a business, be it a network of people, be it babies, like we were saying there with the Empress. It's all of earth energy. And in this image, this lady is birthing a project or a child, or a home or anything in the material world. I think you get my drift. But yeah, this looks so good. The moon then, this is a card of reflection. As I said, it's Pisces energy. And it's about taming the wild dog and the domestic dog, or finding the balance in those two. It's clarified there by the Hermit. And then we have the Page of Wands. This is really a card of freedom. Pages are messengers, so somebody could have come towards you, or could be at the moment coming towards you in the present, because this is your supporting energy in the present. And someone might, or you could get an inspired message or a download or something like that, for it to take off and do something that fires you up pretty much, something that you're going to take on with this vigor and ambition and really enthusiasm. It's to light you up kind of energy there. It's gorgeous. It also makes you feel a lot of freedom. You can see how free this character is in this card. So the moon is card number 18, adds up to 9, and this is the Hermit card, another major arcana, and also the number 9. So there's been a lot of self-reflection here for sure. The Hermit is about introspection. He's very knowledgeable, as you guys all are. You're very intelligent, and you have a very good connection and awareness of your own emotional maturity and your own emotional growth. With all this blue here as well, it's talking about you've been able to speak out. It's very blue. And it's like following your wishes and your internal solar plexus is coming through with all these golds and yellows, you know. So following your passions, following your dreams, and being true to yourself is coming through there as well. That, you know, you don't want to be in this overwhelmed state where you're feeling buried with emotions, quite literally there, when she's submerged in the water. Water alluding to the emotional overwhelm here. But I think that this introspection, it's tending to yourself with the two number nines. The number 9 is about yourself, and it is coming home to yourself. You've got your wishes and your dreams, but you do need to take time out. And I think that might be what you're doing, a bit of reflection and introspection, quite literally. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Throat chakra might be what you're healing at the moment, and if not, I think you should look at it. But anyway, you know, my readings only come with advice. I can't, you know, say you should and you have to or anything like that. It's up to yourselves, of course. Knight of Cups in the near future. What do we have for this 9 of Cups, please, Spirit? Who is this and what's going on with them? Knight of Cups. The cards are just really giddy. Is it you guys? Maybe it's your energy that you're very anxious to get going on something. To feel that freedom I was just talking about. Because, you know, the darkness here is really telling me, you know, you have been in a dark phase. See a lot of underground and underwater sort of energies there, that you feel like you've been hiding away or burying yourself in something. Page of Cups, yes, somebody's definitely coming towards you to connect with you in the near future. Knight of Cups, this is the messenger and this is the person coming towards you, male or female, both of those, by the way. And 6 of Cups, the back of the deck, it tells me it's somebody you already knew from the past. Maybe they were a past life connection, but this is more so coming from someone you knew in the past for sure. Yeah, so 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia. That's where I got that from, you know. You can see the inner child with the puppy, and then the adult, you know, the adult child, the fully grown dog. So yeah, there's definitely a message coming from somebody who wants to connect emotionally with you. And again, as I said, it may or may not be love. Some of you will, some of you won't. It can be also someone that wants to help you with your healing, because there's a lot of, you know, rays coming out of his chest there. I know it can mean the heart chakra, and there's another reference to the heart making this symbol here, which is really beautiful. But it's like, you know, it's exciting. It's something that's going to make you feel really excited, and also it's going to make you feel, they might be younger than you, just because this is a younger looking energy. I think it's going to be something that lights you up for sure. So guys, this is turning into some kind of love reading. Well, it's not like, but it very much has the potential for it. 7 of Cups in your guidance. What is it, Spirit? We need to know about this 7 of Cups today, please. Confirm. What is this 7 of Cups for this collective today? There you have it, the King of Wands. Wow, now we've got the King and Queen of Wands. This could be you guys as a divine counterparts. 9 of Wands at the back of the deck. This is the Wounded Warrior card. This person is talking, you know, talks about, they look like they've been through all the battles. They're battered and bruised, and you guys would be as well after 9 Wands. We have this 10 of Wands here. It's overcoming the challenges and deciding to put down these burdens. This person here has just fought with the 9th one, but she's still standing. You know, your resilience is really coming through here with the strength of this card. Also, you know, there's a thing comes through with that Knight of Wands, and it is that, you know, you'd be kind of, when you're feeling that wounded, you know, from carrying a load that wasn't yours for too long, you can kind of feel like you want to cut the world off and go inward very much so, and stay there, stay cut off from the world. But as we know, in addiction, isolation is its best friend. You know, these substances want us dead is coming through there, and it's like, don't, while you're still standing, you still have a fight in you to find a better day, a softer and easier way, all of those things that go with sobriety. And just try not to be tempted, I suppose, again with the devil energy. That would be a kind of a temptation to go back to an old pattern of self-sabotage. It says the sun is right underneath that flipping card, guys, you know, where it goes from night, dark, you know, very withered and worn out energy. There's the most invigorating and joyous card in the world. So everything is just around the corner, and I know you're sick of hearing that sort of stuff, but it is. We've got to hold on to that every day, you know, we really do. Like, this is gorgeous. 7 of Cups is guidance from Spirit. You have a lot of choice regarding your connections. You're going to have to prioritize things, and this is coming through as well. When you have this 2 of Pentacles as an influence here, I'm seeing that you're going to be overwhelmed with the amount of connections that you're going to be making. And the King of Wands might be somebody, again, it's a fire sign. I think it could be you linking up with another person, and you're just on the same wavelength. You don't have to be the same star signs or anything, but it's just that you're going to be on the same frequency, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be both very enthusiastic, driven, unstoppable, sort of courageous. Again, with that lion, you know that you're going after something and you won't be stopped. So this is so beautiful, guys. I love it. So we clarify your 2 of Pentacles there. Balance, prioritizing. Yeah, spoiled for choice is very much coming through on your 7 of Cups there. This is so gorgeous, lads. I'm thrilled for you. Things look really good at the moment. There's always going to be healing going on with us lot. I mean, with everybody in the world. Like, that's why we're here. It's to heal and to learn. And the lessons are what teach us. And the harder the lessons, the more we learn. And that kind of stuff is a hard pill to swallow too. Sometimes you feel like it's one lesson after the next. Like that girl standing up after all her battles in the 9 of Wands there. She just looks like, I'm flipping sick of this. It's always, you know, so defeated, and just you feel like you'll never end the battles. But it's always worth it. You've got to hold on, as you guys know better than us, you know, anybody else in the world. Knight of Pentacles, I love this energy. This is talking about doing slow and steady wins the race. Like giving something your energy in the 3D as well. When it's Pentacles energy, these are earth signs as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn may or may not be significant, but yeah, somebody's coming towards you, I think, to support you. And yeah, keep an eye out for that. Or it could be you taking things at a good slow pace where you're diligent, you turn up every day for it. Like when we were in recovery, we have to turn up for ourselves every day now. When we didn't have a routine, when we were in active addiction, now is the time to be putting in those baby steps, you know, like he is. This is so gorgeous. 2 of Pentacles clarified by the 4 of Cups. This is feeling unstable in yourself, this 4 of Cups. It talks about uncertainty regarding your, you know, stability. 4s are about stability and security. So while you're trying to prioritize things in your life, you're getting bored with the tedium, though. This is looking like a very bored sort of energy. Don't despair, though, because you can see the hand of God there is coming in with this cup of love to be offered to you, and I think it could be in the form of this connection here, which is turning out to be maybe King of Wands, Queen of Wands kind of an energy. And just don't despair. It's just when you're giving up, that kind of 7 of Pentacles energy there as well. Just when you're about to give up, there'll be something there on the horizon. That's kind of the energy there with that. But keeping busy and keeping balanced will help you with your focus, so that you don't get distracted by this lack mentality of the 4 of Cups, where you're kind of just focusing on, you know, things that didn't work out, on the disappointments, the regrets that you have. And we have an endless reserve of you know, love to give, and there's an endless reserve of it out there for us to receive as well. So being open to receive is something coming through as well. Just, you know, that you don't shut yourself down and hide away too much in this sort of nomadic. You need to find that balance between, you know, socializing and being on your own for your introspection as well as coming through there. So that's lovely support from Spirit for you guys. Justice card talks about balance as well, of course. There's the scales. This is a card of Libra. It's talking about bringing something from where it was unfair and there wasn't any consistency, to bringing something into a consistent and stable manner, you know. And fairness is coming through with that. So we'll clarify him. Spirit guides, angels and ancestors, what do we have for that justice card for this collective today? Please clarify. Justice card, it's Knight of Pentacles, and this is exactly what I was just saying to you. It's like building in, building in kind of a consistent routine for yourself is going to make you feel this balanced energy overall, and that you can prioritize things, and you are getting kind of a hold of a schedule for yourself every day, that there is a plan for the day, as we say in sobriety. We've got the King of Pentacles there on the back of the deck, so this could be a father figure in your life, a boss. It could be also a parent, like we were saying with the Empress. I think family is a big thing for you, some of you guys, that you just, you can have a sense of family even just being with your friends, because we don't get to choose our family. As I said to you earlier, I struggled with my own biological family, but yeah, they're out there for you. You're going to have all these people that are absolutely of your soul tribe, and that's a really tribal image there with your King of Wands. There could be one person that sticks out that's very much on your page and on your level, you know what I mean? So this King of Pentacles is also another potential here, and it might be male or female, of course, as I said, but it's someone who's stable and grounded, and feels very secure as well. They're very abundant, they have everything they need, and that sort of person. They're just, let's see what we have for your potential outcome here with the Queen of Wands. You feeling like you can take on the world, but you bloody can, guys. Don't you ever underestimate us. That Ten of Swords wants to be seen, and that's talking about utter betrayal, but she's standing up and walking away from those birds that are nagging at her, which are her negative thoughts often. The black birds in the sky, they say in those images. There's the Lover's card. I knew there was something waiting, and we've got another major arcana here. This is the Star card. And this talks of, I'll have to put him over here, this is Aquarius energy. It's about healing, it's about hope, and it's about wishing on a star. So it could be wish fulfillment for some, it could be a hope that you've had in your heart since forever. And it also can talk about healing your heart, healing, internal healing. These are it's just so very beautiful. Look at that. Queen of Wands, clarified by the Knight, the Ten of Swords, and the Lovers card. So the Lovers is Gemini energy. That may or may not be significant, but I think, yeah, you're going to feel connected to somebody. It talks about choice. And if we were to take the choice reference, let's just see. We could choose this gorgeous image here of potential, of growth, of looking at the world like the glass is half full. Or we can look at the world like, look at all the times I've been betrayed, I've been hurt. Ten of Swords talks about, it's usually an image of someone lying on the ground with all 10 swords in their back, literally, dead. But this is more of a card of, putting that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are we missing one? No, there's 10, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's the matter with me? But look, she's still standing. I know you've been hurt in the past, for sure, and betrayed. And you've felt the betrayal. Like the swords talk about memories of betrayals, and not always are the case that they're true. I've discovered that too in sobriety. You remember being hurt so many times, but some things are just not intended. Doing a bit of shadow work, a bit of mother wound and father wound stuff might be good to try and look for those healing meditations on YouTube or something, or there's hypnosis as well is really good. The Hypnotist is a great source. He's got a channel, it's called The Hypnotist on YouTube. I find him brilliant for just, they're 20 minutes of a meditation, and it's about going deep. Or, he deals with everything from addictions to, trying to manifest a better place for yourself. But he also does the stuff where you can unearth trauma wounds, making peace with things in the past that you did, forgiving yourself and forgiving others and all that lark. But this choice here, if this Lover's card is to represent choice, which it does sometimes, and sometimes obviously it represents a really deep love connection between you and another. It could be King and Queen of Wands, like we said. So to choose to be in this, energy of the Queen of Wands, and male or female again, it's just having that energy of a fire in your belly. You're going to be unstoppable. And you have a light within you. You want to follow that light. It's in the palm of her hand here, and I can see it here radiating from her. And also, look, that's the wish as well. They look so similar, those two images. The one in her hand and the one above. And it is like you're going to pursue your dreams, you guys. Or you can stay trapped in this Ten of Swords thing and stay locked into those jails of the mind, quite literally. So that was your reading. The other option, of course, with the Lovers is, the message coming through here is not to repeat patterns in your love lives, or in your deep connections. You can love your brothers and sisters, your friends, and that there's so much love there, between those connections very often, and just, the feelings that you have your soul person, you meet your person, and you don't want to make those mistakes that you've done in the past, if that's the case, or that you've felt these betrayals by choosing, the wrong people, or by, getting into your own, bad habits of connecting with people, because I know I used to isolate so much, and I'd never answer a phone call, or, the front door even. Anyway, that is your reading, guys, and there was so much in it. I hope that this was helpful to you today, and do comment below. And if you don't know what to say, if it resonated with you, I'd love to hear your comments. And if you don't know what to say, just leave me an emoji of a star, I suppose, like the star in the star card there. So this is gorgeous. Also the Hermit, that little lantern he has there, that's the star from the star card that's in it. So you've done your healing while you shelved your dream, and I think that now you're ready. That's it there on the deck, and if it comes up at the last card beneath the deck, you gotta pay attention. It's time to pursue your dreams. You are ready for it. And we will continue to heal no matter what we're doing in our lives. It's every day in everybody's journey to be healing on the daily, always trying to make things better for ourselves as days go on. Like a Knight of Pentacles, keep doing a little bit of something to help keep your world bright, and change your world if it's not bright, to add the brightness and the light to your days. So let's see. This is the Healing Waters Oracle deck, and I absolutely love the images in it. They're so gorgeous. Very angelic, and okay, you will see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what you need to see, what you need to know today. Angels, guides, ancestors, show us what we'd like to see today. What does this collective need to know? The Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. Guys, this is amazing. I'll have to read this for you. I love the images. Look at that for a picture. Oh Lord, she's just in paradise. And this is waiting for you guys. If you're not already there, it's waiting for all of us. Healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. So let's have a look. Isle of Avalon. I have to get the index here to find this. 94. 94 breaks down to a 13. 3 plus 1 is 4, which talks about our stability. Fabulous. Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. Legend says that Avalon was the island where Britain's mythical King Arthur was taken after being fatally wounded in his battle. First mentioned in Geoffrey of Monmouth's fictional The History of the Kings of Britain in 1136, Avalon is said to have been ruled by the powerful enchantress Morgan Le Fay and her 8 sisters, thought by many to be high priestesses, who were widely renowned for their tremendous healing abilities. Some believe that the Isle of Avalon, which is also known as the Isle of Apples and the Isle of the Dead, is a mythical place of healing that exists beyond the veil. Others say that it exists in the physical. Avalon and its healing spring waters have been identified as Glastonbury in Somerset, southwest England, and even today pilgrims travel to the town It's believed that this sacred place of healing was once surrounded by water and could only be reached by boat. This is a card of great healing and an invitation to see that your healing is an opportunity for great transformation. That perhaps the parts of you that feel as if they're dying are actually being born anew. Maybe this healing journey is taking you somewhere truly glorious, somewhere sacred deep within. Healing waters activation. I surrender to my healing. I activate the sacred intelligence within the waters of my body. I call in all the support that's most helpful, and I believe in my ability to transform and heal. How much healing did we talk about? Guys, this was absolutely beautiful. In this reading today, we spoke about so much healing, so I'm so thrilled. That was kind of like a confirmation today for you guys. So I'm going to leave those messages there for you, and I hoped that you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated. And if it resonated at all, please do comment. And also check out my description box below. I have another channel that I've on the go for a bit longer than this one, and it's called Intuitive Tarot, where I get guidance. I give guidance daily from spirit guides to the different zodiac signs, and I will see you in the next reading, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.